Most of what you do today will happen without you consciously deciding to do it. You will wake up in the morning, maybe before you feel fully rested, and your hand may reach for your phone before your mind is even awake. You may check messages, notifications, emails, or social media almost automatically. You may get out of bed the same way you always do, brush your teeth in the same order, prepare yourself with the same routine, think the same early thoughts, and move into the day following patterns that feel completely normal. But normal does not always mean intentional. Sometimes normal simply means repeated. By the time the day ends, you may feel like you made hundreds of choices. You chose what to eat. You chose when to work. You chose whether to focus or get distracted. You chose whether to exercise or skip it. You chose whether to respond calmly or react emotionally. You chose whether to scroll for 5 minutes or 30 minutes. But if you slow down and observe carefully, something surprising becomes clear. Many of those actions were not truly conscious choices. They were habits. Automatic patterns running quietly in the background of your life. And those invisible patterns are shaping your future. Most people believe their lives are shaped by big decisions. They imagine transformation happening through dramatic moments, sudden motivation, or one powerful turning point. But in reality, much of life is shaped by repeated actions so small that we barely notice them. A repeated thought. A repeated reaction. A repeated morning. A repeated excuse. A repeated routine. A repeated escape. Over time, these repetitions become the structure of our lives. Think about two people with the same goal. Both want to become healthier. Both want to succeed. Both want to build confidence, discipline, and a better future. But after 1 year, their lives may look completely different. One person has made progress. The other feels stuck in the same place. The difference is not always talent. It is not always intelligence. It is not always luck. Very often, the difference is habit. One person has habits that support growth. The other has habits that quietly pull them backward. One person has routines that create energy, focus, and momentum. The other has routines that create distraction, stress, and delay. And the most difficult part is that both people may feel like they are simply living normally. They may not realize that their daily habits are silently deciding their future. Today's story is about those hidden patterns. The routines that control behavior without asking permission. The loops that shape decisions before we even notice them. The invisible system that builds success, failure, health, weakness, confidence, or frustration over time. This is not only a story about productivity. It is a story about identity. Because what we repeat does not only shape what we do. It shapes who we become. Hey everyone, welcome back to Inspired Pages. On this channel, we explore books that help us understand life, human behavior, discipline, mindset, emotional strength, and the deeper forces shaping our everyday experiences. In our previous videos, we explored how thoughts shape reality, how mornings shape the direction of the day, and how responsibility changes the way we live. Today, we move into another powerful idea. Because thoughts matter. Mornings matter. Discipline matters. But beneath all of them, there is something quietly controlling daily life. Habits. Today's book is The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. This book begins with a simple but powerful idea. Habits are not random. They are not mysterious. They follow a system. And once we understand that system, we gain the ability to change our behavior. That does not mean change becomes easy. But it becomes possible. It becomes understandable. It becomes something we can work with instead of something we blindly fight against. Charles Duhigg explains that every habit operates through what he calls the habit loop. This loop has three parts: a cue, a routine, and a reward. At first, this may sound very simple. But this simple structure controls a huge part of human life. Many of the actions we repeat every day follow this pattern, whether we notice it or not. The cue is the trigger. It is the signal that tells the brain to begin a behavior. A cue can be almost anything. It can be a time of day. It can be a place. It can be an emotional state. It can be a person. It can be a sound, a smell, a thought, or a situation. For example, feeling bored can become a cue. Feeling stressed can become a cue. Sitting down at your desk can become a cue. Walking into the kitchen can become a cue. Hearing your phone notification can become a cue. Then comes the routine. The routine is the behavior itself. It is what you do after the cue appears. If boredom is the cue, the routine might be scrolling through social media. If stress is the cue, the routine might be eating something sweet, avoiding work, or watching videos. If sitting at your desk is the cue, the routine might be opening your laptop and working, or it might be checking messages and wasting time. The routine can be helpful or harmful. But once it becomes familiar, the brain follows it automatically. Finally, there is the reward. The reward is the benefit the brain receives from the routine. It may be pleasure, relief, comfort, distraction, connection, satisfaction, or a sense of completion. The reward is what teaches the brain to repeat the behavior. When the brain experiences the reward, it begins to remember the loop. Over time, when the same cue appears again, the brain expects the reward and pushes you toward the routine. Cue, routine, reward. This loop repeats again and again until the behavior becomes automatic. And this is where habits become powerful. The brain is always trying to save energy. It does not want to think deeply about every small decision. If you had to consciously decide every tiny action from morning to night, life would become exhausting. So the brain creates shortcuts. It learns patterns. It automates behavior. This is why habits exist. They help us move through life efficiently. But this useful ability has a dangerous side. The brain does not only automate good habits. It also automates bad ones. It can automate distraction. It can automate procrastination. It can automate emotional reactions, overeating, avoidance, anger, laziness, or negative thinking. Once a habit is formed, the brain does not ask whether it is helping you. It simply follows the loop. This is why many people feel trapped. They know what they should do, but they keep doing the opposite. They know they should sleep earlier, but they stay up late. They know they should focus, but they get distracted. They know they should exercise, but they skip it. They know they should respond calmly, but they react emotionally. They are not always choosing these behaviors consciously. Often, they are following loops that have been repeated for years. This is one of the most comforting and uncomfortable lessons in the book. It is comforting because it shows that bad habits are not proof that you are broken. They are patterns. But it is uncomfortable because it shows that patterns do not change just because you wish they would. They change when you understand them and redesign them. Duhigg explains that habits cannot simply be erased. Once a habit loop exists, the brain remembers it. But habits can be changed. The key is not to destroy the entire loop. The key is to keep the same cue and the same reward, but change the routine. This is one of the most practical ideas in the book. If you want to change a habit, you must first understand what triggers it and what reward it gives you. Many people try to change behavior without understanding either. They simply say, "I will stop." But stopping is difficult because the cue still appears, and the craving for the reward still exists. Imagine someone who eats junk food every evening. They may think the problem is hunger. But maybe hunger is not the real cue. Maybe the cue is boredom after work. Maybe the cue is loneliness. Maybe the cue is stress. And the reward may not be food itself. It may be comfort. It may be distraction. It may be a small moment of pleasure after a difficult day. If this person only tries to stop eating, they are fighting the habit blindly. But if they identify the cue and reward, they can replace the routine. If the cue is stress and the reward is relief, then the new routine must also provide relief. Maybe it is a walk. Maybe it is journaling. Maybe it is stretching. Maybe it is calling a friend. The cue remains. The reward remains. But the routine changes. This is how transformation begins. Not through hatred toward yourself. Not through punishment. Not through unrealistic promises. But through awareness. Awareness turns automatic behavior into something visible. And once a habit becomes visible, it becomes changeable. Another powerful idea in the power of habit is craving. Duhigg explains that habits become strong because the brain begins to crave the reward. It is not only the reward itself that matters. It is the anticipation of the reward. The brain starts expecting something before it happens. That expectation creates desire. That desire pushes the routine. Think about your phone. Sometimes, you check it without any clear reason. You are not looking for one specific message. You are not doing something important. But there is a small craving. Maybe something new is waiting. Maybe someone replied. Maybe there is a distraction from boredom. Maybe there is a tiny reward of novelty. The brain expects that reward, so your hand moves almost automatically. This is how many modern habits work. Apps, notifications, and platforms are designed around cues and rewards. A sound appears. A red number appears. A message appears. The cue triggers curiosity. The routine is checking. The reward is novelty, connection, or distraction. The loop repeats. Over time, attention becomes trained. This is why understanding habits is not only personal. It is also protective. If you do not understand how habits work, other people and companies can shape your habits for you. They can design cues and rewards that capture your time, money, and attention. But when you understand the loop, you become less reactive. You begin to notice when your behavior is being triggered. You begin to ask, why am I doing this? That question alone can interrupt the pattern. Duhigg also introduces the idea of keystone habits. Keystone habits are habits that create a ripple effect. They do not only change one behavior. They influence many areas of life at once. This is why some habits are more powerful than others. Exercise is a classic example of a keystone habit. When people begin exercising regularly, they often start eating better. They sleep better. They feel more confident. They become more productive. They may spend less money impulsively. They may become more patient. One habit begins influencing the whole system. Why does this happen? Because keystone habits create small wins. They create a sense of control. They prove that change is possible. When a person exercises consistently, they begin to see themselves differently. They start thinking, I can follow through. That belief spreads into other areas. Another keystone habit is planning. When someone begins planning their day, they become more intentional. They waste less time. They feel less overwhelmed. They make better decisions. Planning does not solve every problem, but it creates structure. And structure reduces chaos. Another keystone habit is writing things down. Journaling, tracking progress, or reflecting daily can change the way a person understands themselves. Writing reveals patterns. It makes vague thoughts clear. It turns confusion into language. Once something is written, it becomes easier to examine. This simple habit can improve emotional control, decision-making, focus, and self-awareness. The lesson is important. You do not need to change your whole life at once. In fact, trying to change everything at once often fails. It creates pressure. It overwhelms the mind. It makes change feel impossible. But changing one keystone habit can create momentum. And momentum can do what motivation alone cannot. Many people fail because they chase motivation instead of building systems. Motivation is emotional. It rises and falls. Some days you feel inspired. Other days you feel tired. If your life depends only on motivation, your progress will always be unstable. Habits are different. Habits do not require you to feel excited every day. Once they become established, they carry you even when motivation is low. This is why habits are so powerful. They reduce the need for constant decision-making. A disciplined person is not someone who fights a heroic battle every single day. A disciplined person is someone who has built routines that make the right actions easier. Their environment, schedule, and patterns support their goals. Duhigg shows that habits shape not only individuals but also organizations. Companies, teams, and institutions all run on habits. These habits may not be written down, but they exist. They appear in how people communicate, how decisions are made, how problems are handled, and how success is measured. A company can have a habit of avoiding difficult conversations. A team can have a habit of blaming instead of solving. A family can have a habit of reacting emotionally instead of listening. A person can have a habit of hiding discomfort instead of facing it. Habits are not only actions like brushing teeth or drinking coffee. They are also patterns of thinking, communicating, and responding. This is why changing habits can change culture. When one important pattern changes, everything around it can begin shifting. If a workplace develops a habit of honesty, problems become visible sooner. If a family develops a habit of calm conversation, conflict becomes less destructive. If a person develops a habit of reflection, emotional reactions become less automatic. The power of habit also teaches that belief is essential for lasting change. Understanding the habit loop is powerful, but knowledge alone is not always enough. People often know what they should do, but they still fail to do it. One reason is that deep change requires belief. A person must believe that change is possible. Belief often grows through community. This is why support groups, teams, and shared environments can be so powerful. When people see others changing, they begin to believe they can change too. When they are surrounded by people who reinforce better behavior, new habits become easier to maintain. This is a very human truth. We are not isolated machines. We are influenced by the people around us. If everyone around you normalizes distraction, distraction becomes easier. If everyone around you normalizes discipline, discipline becomes easier. If your environment supports your old habits, change becomes harder. If your environment supports your new identity, change becomes more natural. This does not mean you must wait for a perfect environment. But it does mean you should take environment seriously. Your surroundings are not neutral. They shape behavior. Your phone placement matters. Your workspace matters. Your friends matter. Your evening routine matters. Your morning routine matters. Your environment is constantly sending cues to your brain. If you want better habits, design better cues. If you want to read more, place the book where you can see it. If you want to use your phone less, keep it away from your bed. If you want to exercise, prepare your clothes the night before. If you want to eat healthier, make healthy food easier to access. Do not rely only on willpower. Make the desired behavior easier and the undesired behavior harder. This is one of the practical lessons hidden beneath the book's ideas. Human behavior is deeply influenced by friction. If something is easy, we are more likely to do it. If something is difficult, we are less likely to do it. So if you want good habits, reduce friction. If you want to break bad habits, increase friction. Many people blame themselves for lack of discipline when the real problem is poor design. They keep distractions close and goals far away. They keep unhealthy food visible and exercise equipment hidden. They keep their phone beside the bed and wonder why they scroll at night. They make bad habits easy and good habits difficult. Then they blame themselves for failing. A better approach is to design life around the person you want to become. This connects to identity. Habits are not just about behavior. They are about becoming. Every repeated action is a vote for a certain identity. When you exercise, you vote for the identity of a healthy person. When you read, you vote for the identity of a learner. When you keep promises to yourself, you vote for the identity of a disciplined person. When you avoid responsibility, you vote for the identity of someone who escapes discomfort. No single action defines you completely. One workout does not make you fit. One mistake does not make you a failure. But repeated actions matter. Over time, they collect evidence. And the mind believes what it repeatedly sees. This is why small habits are not small. They are identity builders. If you want to become confident, build habits that prove you can trust yourself. If you want to become disciplined, build habits that show you can follow through. If you want to become calm, build habits that train your nervous system to pause before reacting. If you want to become successful, build habits that align with the person who can handle success. The mistake many people make is that they focus only on results. They say, I want to lose weight. I want to make money. I want to become successful. But results are the final outcome. Habits are the process. If you focus only on outcomes but ignore the routines producing them, your results will not last. A person may lose weight temporarily through pressure, but if their habits do not change, the old result returns. A person may become productive for a week through motivation, but if their systems do not change, the old pattern returns. Lasting change requires habit change. This is why the power of habit is not just about productivity. It is about freedom. Because when you understand your habits, you stop living unconsciously. You stop being controlled by loops you never chose. You begin to choose the patterns that shape your life. Freedom does not mean doing whatever you feel like in every moment. That kind of freedom often becomes slavery to impulse. Real freedom is the ability to guide your behavior toward what matters. It is the ability to act according to your values, not just your cravings. Habits can either trap you or free you. The difference depends on whether they are chosen consciously. Now think about your own life. What habits are quietly shaping your future? What do you do automatically when you feel stressed? What do you do when you feel bored? What do you do when you feel discouraged? What do you do when you wake up? What do you do before sleep? These moments may seem ordinary, but they are powerful because they repeat. Repeated mornings shape your energy. Repeated evenings shape your rest. Repeated reactions shape your relationships. Repeated thoughts shape your emotional world. Repeated routines shape your destiny. This is why small things matter. Not because one small action changes everything instantly, but because repeated small actions become life. A person does not become distracted in one day. They train distraction through repeated interruptions. A person does not become disciplined in one day. They train discipline through repeated follow-through. A person does not become unhealthy in one meal. They build poor health through repeated choices. A person does not become strong from one workout. They build strength through repeated effort. Habits are the bridge between who you are and who you are becoming. Another important idea from the book is that habits often operate below awareness. This means the first step is not immediate change. The first step is observation. Before changing a habit, study it. Become curious. What triggers it? What reward does it provide? What emotion appears before it? What time does it happen? Who are you with? Where are you? What are you actually craving? This kind of observation removes shame. Instead of saying, I am weak, you begin saying, there is a loop here. That shift matters. Shame often makes change harder because it creates emotional heaviness. Curiosity makes change easier because it creates clarity. Once you identify the loop, you can experiment. Try different routines that provide the same reward. If you snack because you are bored, maybe you need stimulation. If you snack because you are lonely, maybe you need connection. If you procrastinate because you feel overwhelmed, maybe you need a smaller first step. If you scroll because you feel tired, maybe you need rest, not more information. Many bad habits are attempts to meet real needs in unhealthy ways. The need may be valid. The routine may be harmful. Change happens when you respect the need but replace the routine. This is a compassionate way to grow. You are not attacking yourself. You are redesigning your behavior. The book also reminds us that change takes time. Habits formed over months or years do not disappear overnight. There will be setbacks. There will be moments when the old routine returns. That does not mean failure. It means the old loop is still strong. Each time you notice it and return to the new routine, you strengthen the new pattern. Consistency does not mean perfection. It means returning. This is important because many people quit after one mistake. They miss one workout and feel like they failed. They break one routine and give up. But habits are built through repetition, not perfection. Missing once is not the problem. Returning to the old identity is the problem. A mature approach to habits is patient. It understands that change is a process. It does not demand instant transformation. It focuses on direction. If your habits are improving, your life is improving, even if the results are not visible yet. This is where faith in the process matters. At first, habits feel small. Reading 10 pages does not change your life immediately. Walking for 20 minutes does not transform your health immediately. Writing your goals does not create success immediately. But repeated over time, these actions become powerful. The world often celebrates big results, but big results are usually built from invisible repetitions. People see the achievement, not the habit. They see the success, not the routine. They see the transformation, not the daily practice. The power of habit teaches us to respect the invisible process. And perhaps this is one of the deepest lessons of the book. Your life is not only shaped by what you do once. It is shaped by what you do repeatedly when no one is watching. The private routine creates the public result. The unseen habit creates the visible life. If you want a different life, you need different habits. Not just different wishes. Not just different dreams. Different repeated actions. This does not mean you need to become perfect. It means you need to become intentional. Begin with one habit. One loop. One pattern. Choose something small enough to practice consistently but meaningful enough to create momentum. Maybe it is waking up without checking your phone immediately. Maybe it is writing for 5 minutes each morning. Maybe it is walking after dinner. Maybe it is planning the next day before sleep. Maybe it is reading 10 pages. Maybe it is replacing one emotional reaction with a pause. Small habits are not impressive at first. But they are powerful because they are repeatable. And repeatability is the secret. The goal is not to create a dramatic change for 1 week. The goal is to create a pattern you can sustain. A habit that becomes part of your identity. A routine that supports the future you want. As we step back and reflect on the power of habit, one truth becomes clear. Life does not change only through big decisions. It changes through small loops repeated daily. Cue, routine, reward. These loops shape our health, our work, our relationships, our focus, our emotions, and our future. If we leave these loops unconscious, they control us. But if we bring them into awareness, we can redesign them. That is the power of habit. It is not just the power to stop a bad behavior. It is the power to rebuild a life from the inside out. It is the power to become someone different through repeated action. It is the power to turn intention into identity. So ask yourself, what habit is shaping your life right now? What pattern keeps repeating? What cue keeps triggering the same routine? What reward are you really chasing? And what new routine could give you that reward in a healthier way? These questions may seem simple, but they can change your direction. Because awareness creates choice. Choice creates action. Action creates repetition. Repetition creates habit. Habit creates identity. And identity shapes destiny. If this message made you pause and reflect, if it made you notice the invisible patterns shaping your life, then the change has already begun. You do not need to change everything today. You only need to become aware of one loop. One habit. One pattern that is quietly shaping your future. Then begin there. Change the routine. Keep the reward. Repeat the new pattern. Strengthen it day by day. Because sometimes, the biggest transformation does not begin with a dramatic decision. It begins with one small habit practiced consistently. On Inspired Pages, we explore books that help us think clearly, live wisely, and grow into stronger versions of ourselves. If this message gave you value, subscribe to Inspired Pages. Share this video with someone who feels stuck, someone trying to become more disciplined, or someone ready to take control of their daily life. Because your future is not only built by what you dream about. It is built by what you repeat. This is Inspired Pages. Stay aware, stay consistent, and keep building the life you truly want, one habit at a time.